Okay, good morning. Okay, I think we're live. Let's see. All right. Here we are for our Wednesday meditation, and I'm so glad you're here. If you're here live, if you're watching recorded later, that's great too. Now, just as spiritual messages come through in messages from my life and Neil's life, so do these meditations. So today I want to walk you through a meditation of surrendering to life, surrendering expectations, and of course I'll do a card reading at the end for everyone as well. I may have to post it on the boards today as well, but here's where we are. So yesterday, those of you who have been following our journey or are following us through Substack, you know that it's been a long year medically. And yesterday, Neil and I went in so that Neil could have a procedure that he'd been waiting for a while. And it would help significantly with pain. And when we showed up, unfortunately, we found that the procedure had been denied by insurance, but he did not know this. It had not been shared with him, so we showed up and he was already at the outpatient at the hospital, and they had checked him in and everything, and then the doctor came out to give the bad news. Now, we cried, we lost it. It was like one of those moments where everything broke open. Of course, we just want so badly for him to be healed and for him to be better. But inside the heartbreak, something else happened. The doctor stepped forward and said, if I could treat you for free, I would. I would take you back there right now and do that, but I can't. And then the others who were there for his care, two nurses and one nurse supervisor, one being a nurse supervisor, actually just took this on and became a champion and said that they would fight this and appeal this and do what they could and help us to do it the correct way. The doctor said that he would write in because he and two other pain management doctors had chosen this course of action for Neil. It wasn't just him. We decided to have the procedure done at UCSD because they're so well known for their care and their spinal, their complex spinal support, right? So when everything softened last night is when the messages really came through for both Neil and I. I was able to just do bowls for a while with him, which is a gift to me, and there was something different about the way they sounded. Like they just sounded so clear, so perfect, so beautiful, so resonant, and they were even making these kind of high-pitched sounds that felt otherworldly. And so it was a beautiful moment for me to get to share. And at one point, Neil was vocalizing on a sound, and so I started vocalizing too. And I swear I felt as if we were filled with a room of monks, like it was monks. And I had this vision of rows and rows of monks just singing this sound of O. So we're going to do that today. We're going to bring that sound of O in. And the message that came through from Neil that I want to share with the group is stop resisting, stop fighting, just surrender to what is, release expectations. It's such a powerful message that he brought through. And that's the energy we're working today, letting the light find us when we stop fighting, surrendering. And so we want to move into the meditation. Let this message be personal for you. Whatever you've been bracing, pushing, or fighting in life, I want you to take a moment and set that aside. And we're going to let the light meet you there. So I want you to do your current practice of bringing in intention. That's a very important part of our work. Every week we begin with that. So please set your intention for what you want from this experience right now. Whether it is to resist a fight around something you've been fighting for a long time, a fight within your body, a fight with another person, Resist any resistance you've been bringing into your life. I want you to now invite it to be placed in a box outside of you. And hold your intention. As you do that, I'm going to choose an oil. The first one is frankincense, one of the most powerful spiritual oils that we have. I'm getting low on this one, so I'll tap it. This one helps to bring in source energy directly. It is one of the ancient spiritual oils. I like to put a little bit on my heart. And of course, we breathe in the oil with the intention of visualizing everything completely done, completely taken care of. And as I continue to choose oils, I will share the spiritual meaning later. I have another spiritual oil. This one is actually sacred sandalwood. Yeah, sacred sandalwood and frankincense both in this meditation. Amazing. These are highly spiritual oils of the scripture. So, as you take your oil, whatever you've chosen, it doesn't matter, just activate it in a clockwise motion, cup it over your nose, and start to breathe in the positive intention, what it would look like, what it would feel like, if your manifestation were to be completely true. And because we're in a phase of physical healing, I might read some affirmations of physical healing as well. See yourself living in the joy of the accomplishment of your intention. Feel the emotion of it swelling up within your heart. That is very, very important. And as you feel that swelling of emotion, I just want you to notice how good it feels to just let go of any expectation, any fears, anything you've been holding on to. Oh, good. I have a few people with me live. Hopefully you can tell me how the sound is if you are joining live. So let that energy swell within you, the positive manifestation of your intention today. See yourself wherever you will be when that is accomplished, and notice how good it feels. Again, connecting to the manifestation, the positive manifestation. Feel the energy first, the emotion, and notice what you're wearing, where you are, who is with you, what you're doing, what you're saying. You're in the celebration. You're beyond this. You're beyond it all. And we are calling in the positive light. And now that you're beyond this, you are letting go of any fears, any resistance that you have held in your body to anything, knowing that everything has greater guidance, everything has higher meaning, everything has purpose, and everything is working for you even when it doesn't feel like it. Do a scan of your body and let the light start to come to you. See that perfect version of you just above the top of your head, that beloved I am presence that is shining down on you with the most adoration and love. Feel the joy and love and presence and wholehearted, unconditional peace and harmony of this being. I am the invincible healing love of God's cosmic heart, which saturates all the substance and energy of my life stream and the atmosphere about me, and I become the flame of that healing love to all light. Feel the tube of white light coming down from the heart of this being, sealing around your body and beneath your feet. Feel that invincible, invulnerable, invisible feeling of protection. And see the wall of blue flame as if Archangel Michael is drawing a wall of blue flame around you with his sword of blue flame as an added layer of protection. And within that, feel and see the violet flame, the violet consuming flame, clearing away any discord from the human body. You are clearing the vessel now. You are releasing any old story, any old attachment I'm so glad you said that, Beth. I'm asking again now if you can hear me any better. And I will just wait for the comments. Because I want to get this going, you know, I want you to feel this. Okay, so I'm going to assume that is a bit better. And we'll just take a minute. So now, again, breathe in that light, that energy. Oh, good. Hearing very well today. That's excellent. So continue bringing in that light and that energy. Thank you for the feedback. Yeah, and just know that protection stays with you. And as you are protected, feel yourself releasing all the attachments to any person, place, thing, situation, and placing it into a sacred box somewhere outside of your field. And just start to funnel all these things into that box, a big heavy box. Just releasing it from the body. Feel the body surrender and sink with every out-breath as you let these things go and let them leave your field completely. We don't need them now. We can always come back to them later. Release any patterns of fighting or resistance that have come through your mind. Any false story that you can control this, let it go. Release it from the mind and allow the wisdom of the light to control this experience and all experiences in your life. You don't have to solve anything right now. Let the light do what you've been trying to do alone. Release the struggle. And let this light start to move down into the brainstem, into the spine itself, weaving its way through tiny tendrils of light into the bones, the tissues, the ligaments, the nerves, the nerve endings. See the nervous system pick up this light and pulse it through the body in beautiful waves of color, tiny highways of streams of light, all coming together to create one glowing, powerful sensation between your spine move this light down to the base of your spine, allowing it to remove any resistance, anything that is keeping you from manifesting. Feel the body soften with every out-breath as you invite this light in. I am a child of the light. I live in the light. I love the light. I serve the light. I am illumined, protected, supplied, sustained by the light, and I bless the light. I now joyously accept the fullness of my mighty God presence, pure light. And feel the fullness behind your closed eyes now as you start to move it into your temple and your third eye. Hold your closed eye gaze, looking at the back of the third eye once again, imagining the positive manifestation of your intention and how good it would feel. Feel the joy of that accomplishment fully and completely. Feel the emotion of the freedom that that brings. Feel the light moving behind your eyes, connecting to those tiny nerves at the back of the eye and fully connecting to the rest of the nervous system. Witness the fluid in the spinal column continuing to wash light down and up your spine over and over. Letting it anchor there as we continue. Bring this light into the sinuses, into the mouth, becoming the liquid light presence, the saliva within the mouth. Swallow it down. Feel it filling the hollow at the base of the neck. Let yourself be held exactly as you are. Tell your body you are permitted to stop resisting, even if just for this moment. Let your nervous system feel what it's like to not fight, to surrender to light. Imagine the light as a support you don't have to earn. It just is there for you. Feel the hollow at the base of your neck. Feel your voice coming alive. A softening of the voice, a releasing of having to fight or explain. Releasing all resistance. Moving the light into and around your heart now. Feel that soft expansion of the heart. Let the wisdom of the heart lead this part. As you receive the light into the chambers of the heart, let the heart transport it into the body wherever it needs to go. vibrations, colors, animals, guides, healers, teachers. Invite the message in now and just hold it for a moment. Know what you are meant to take back with you to your waking world. Feel the release, the softening, how good it feels to just let go. And know that you are always held, protected, guided, even when it doesn't make sense, even when you don't see it yet. Hold on to whatever messages you want to bring back to your waking world and give thanks for whatever came through this experience today. Take a deep cleansing breath. Find yourself back in your human body. Breathe into your body. And know that again, you can come back to this at any time by simply recalling the images that came to you today. I'm going to pull a quick card because I feel it would be nice today. And if you have any reflections, please write them in the comments. Thank you for those who stayed through to join me. I hope the sound got a little bit better. So it's good to know that Marilyn, you are hearing me well. Thank you for that feedback. I hope it got better for you, Beth. I see a couple others here with us. That's good. Thank you. Hi, Sarah Jane. Hey. Okay. So today's card drawing is Pachamama. It is she with the emerald heart, which is really cool. Emerald has been a powerful kind of code of this year, of last year. Let's see what it says about this card. Pachamama, the goddess of earth honored by the indigenous peoples of the Andes, holds space for many different creatures to live within her field, including the crazy, beautiful, dangerous, and divine human. She knows that life thrives through diversity. She is able to foster life with such genius and generosity because there is no fear preventing her from holding space for new to emerge. Be open to the new and the difference in yourself and your life. Trust, like the Earth Mother, as an act of devotion. She is watching over you as you evolve to manifest in the fullness of your sacred and original life purpose. Don't hold back from what is happening. Things need to change, so let them change. It may seem overwhelming. However, when you realize you don't need to figure it all out, you will relax, allowing the wisdom of what is happening at a deeper level to unfold. Trust that your inner resources are enough and will grow to meet your needs for soul expression in the world. You may sometimes feel like you are juggling too many projects, with too few arms. But the Divine Mother will help you if you trust her to keep an eye on things and guide the process for you. This card indicates that peace and harmony will triumph over conflict or challenge, and it will bring a new way of being into your life. How is it that the boundless diversity of nature interacts as an extraordinary and harmonious ecosystem, rather than dropping into a melee of competing interests, destructive conflict, or soul conformity? It is all a question of holding space for it. The more diverse the input into any field, the more potential there is for conflict, but also creative innovation. For such an invisible concept, holding space has an extraordinary power. To tap into the power of holding space, we need to understand that we cannot hold for another what we cannot hold for ourselves. It has been said in Buddhist wisdom teachings that without compassion for the self, there cannot ever be truly compassion for another. Modern psychology teaches us that we cannot love another before learning to truly love ourselves. This self-love is empowering. It means we grow as capable new leaders and guardians of communities through the work that we are doing within ourselves. It is reassuring to remember that the more we are able to hold space for ourselves, the more we become a presence in which others can also flourish. As you do your inner work, your presence creates a sacred space that is constructive, potent, and transformative, Like ripples in a pond of consciousness, which emanate outward from the center, the space you hold within will create the freeing and uplifting consciousness for all. Palpable in all its effects, this will reach far beyond what you will expect. This is actually a message towards self-compassion, that surrender that we're talking about today, the surrender that comes with this message of letting go and not resisting and just allow what is to be, is one of the hardest things that we can understand as human beings. And it is the hardest thing to adopt when we are in the middle of chaos or contrast or fear. And here's Comet the dog coming to say hello. So I invite you all to have that self-compassion, because when you can hold space for yourself and you can relax and you can surrender, you can also bring wisdom to all those that are around you. I wanted to also talk about the meaning of a bull, which was a message for Neil last night. He had a bull come through that was green. It was actually running to his right, which is an indication of a transition. This is an archetype that comes through to tell you that you are actually crossing a threshold of healing. And the bull is the ultimate sign of masculine energy, healing, strength, and endurance. It is the symbol of like that endurance, being ready to move on. The bull represents forceful life energy, blocked instinctual power that was trying to break free. So when the bull moves, it is freeing that. It represents willpower, that maybe the willpower has been a fight instead of a channel. And the bull represents a part of something that wants to move but feels it can't. It represents unconscious fear, grief, old trauma, and it's moving out now, right? This archetype is releasing pent-up force, emotion, and survival energy. This matches the message of stop resisting, stop fighting, because the bull is something that is normally used to resist, to fight, or to brace. But it's through stress, survival, stoicism, and internal pressure. When it moves and discharges, it marks the turning point in a healing cycle. It marks the belief and knowing that you have the guides, ancestors, angels, and archetypes who show up, right? Because this is the freeing of masculine shutdown. It's the release of the belief that vulnerability is weakness. It's release of a pattern of shutting down. This is what the bull represents. And this releases any fear of being a protector. So the masculine guides rush in through the bull energy to repair the masculine blueprint. They are anchoring, they are steadying, they are protective, they are grounded. And so we are going to end with that chanting that I spoke about, but this is an initiatory archetype for masculine frequencies, the kind that pull energy out of survival and back into connection. I'm going to sing with you the sound of O just to close this out, because last night I saw a vision, and Neil heard also multiple men in the room with us chanting over him. It was amazing. But when I look this meaning up about the chanting, it says it's a sign of parallel consciousness overlap, the veil thinning between the physical and spiritual frequencies. This can happen when someone's in an altered state, when they have intense emotions, when pain pushes the psyche beyond resistance, and when sound waves begin to shape the energy, guides begin to gather, and the nervous system reaches surrender. The fact that we both heard these chanting monks is a collective perception. It means it was not a hallucination or imagination, that it was actually meant to serve a purpose. The chanting is alignment. The monks represent devotion and discipline. The deep male voices that we heard are grounding and protection, and also emotional coherence. This is considered spiritual medicine. tailored to the masculine. So I just want to sing that today as the closing, right? And as an acknowledgement of a major spiritual turning point for both the world and for us. And notice what we notice when you sing the sound of Om or O together with the bowls. And that will be our closing practice today. So take a deep breath inward and find yourself again in your body. Breathe into the deep abdomen, pushing your abdomen out with the in-breath and a soft release with the out-breath. Breathe in for 4, hold for 5, and release for 7. O, imagine that collective consciousness. Feel yourself surrounded by beautiful, loving energies. And sing O, the sound of community and connection. Continue to reflect on the messages that came through for you today. The more you express and experience in the outer world. Thank you again for all of you who support me and us through this and continue to tune in for our live meditations and for the live messages. Thank you for those who are supporting us in your words and prayers as we go through this. We feel them, we receive them, we are so grateful for them. And we know